Alright, so we're gonna start this vlog off with I'm Eli. I own Lucia Motorworks in Belmont, New Hampshire. We do a lot of custom stuff. We do service work, fabricate parts. I got a plasma table, TIG welder, aluminum welding, stainless, whatever you can think of, we pretty much do it. The only thing we don't do is body work, but we do structural fab, some sheet metal work, a lot of performance work. But right now, I'm taking two of our customer vehicles, a Fox body that we did a 347 with sniper on it, and a 67 Mustang fastback that we put a 5.4 32 valve supercharged out of a 09 GT500 into. It's got a TKX 500 600 behind it, 5-speed manual. It's got a 9-inch Curry housing, Curry third member, 4-link rear. It's got like a modern Mustang 2 front end. So I'm on my way down to see Turbo Mike with the two cars, see what each of them make, get the tunes cleaned up. Turbo Mike had already been to my shop getting the 67 running, because that had a shit tune in it from I forget the name of the company, but the customer bought it. It was a wire and harness and everything for it. Came with an ECM. They didn't do shit to the ECM. It's actually a 5.8 ECM, which everything's different about it. You know, Mike had to work his magic on that, and what an absolute mess that is. I don't know. It seems like using a 5.4 harness and ECM would have been way easier, but that wasn't my call. It's not what I bought. I didn't buy it at all. So we're gonna see what these two cars make for power and go from there. I gotta deliver one of them after we get both of them. I gotta deliver the 67 to the customer after we dyno it. So it's gonna be a little bit of a long day today, but we'll see you at the dyno. Alright, so I made it Turbo Mike's. We had to get both cars unloaded. Mike's not here yet. Get these unloaded and see which one Mike wants to do first. Cars are unloaded. Yeah. Didn't park them in front of the garage doors because I'm not a douchebag. Mike's not here yet, so we're just gonna wait. Alright, Mike just pulled up. He is in his Maverick, so we're gonna start getting this ball rolling, get some stuff on the dyno, and see what kind of power we make. I think we'll probably make 550 on the 67, and probably, I don't know, I'm gonna say 300 on the Mustang, right around there, give or take like 25 horse, but that's my guess. Maybe the 67 will make like 6, but I don't know. I don't know if I want it to make that much power. I might tell them to pull some out. We'll see. The car's scary where it is without a tune in it. Spins 4th gear without even trying, so we'll see. See you in a bit. Alright, so after some time of shooting the shit with Mike, we got the Fox body on the dyno. Just trying to get it a little cleaned up and see what it makes. The Fox body made 384. I was way the fuck off. I think it made way more power than I thought it was going to. So this one here, it's on the rollers. He's going to grab his tuner and get going on it. He's already touched this one, so it's. I don't think this one's going to take us much time. So like I said, Mike's already worked on this one at my shop. He came up and got it running for us. So now it's more or less just to clean up and get some numbers. So we'll get her done. It's got a stupid belt squeal on the supercharger belt. The pulleys were all rusty and shit, so we cleaned them up. But unfortunately, she's still a little squeaky. Shuts up once it's warm. We gotta take care of it for the customer. After this, we'll take care of that. Alright, so mass airflow sensor's maxing out. It went into fault, but Mike changed the scale table a little bit, kind of changed the fault in it. Made a full pull before it shut off, so, or not shut off, but before it maxed out the sensor. So he threw some more time in it. We're gonna see what it does. So it made 500 and 500 torque. So it spun right off the bat, but it ended up making 501 and probably 500. So he's gonna make another pull and drive it at highway speeds, just to make sure that it drives good. But it's pretty much wrapped up. Really needs a bigger MAF to make better power. He's pulling throttle out of it to keep the MAF happy. So basically making it so it doesn't max the MAF out. So seems to work. Made 500 higher. In that car, it's more than enough. It's stupid. So. Alright, so 67 made 500 wheel. The Fox body made 385 at the wheels. Not bad for either one. I expected a little more out of the 67, but we had the mass airflow was maxing out and going into fault, which essentially pulls a fuck ton of power. So Mike had to limit the throttle to not max out the mass airflow. So 500 tires is what we got out of it. It's an easy fix. If we want more power, just need to get a different mass airflow and have Mike tune it differently. I messaged the customer. Customer's happy about it. He's stoked with 500. The car is going to be an absolute handful at that power anyway. So, I mean, it's a, I don't know, 2,500 pound car, probably. That makes 25, I'm going to say 2,500 pound car. That makes 500 wheel. And, yeah, it's pretty fucking silly. It was silly before it got tuned. I drove it on the street a little bit. And, yeah, I was ignorant there. Never mind with 500. So, I think the first pull it made like 440. So, the extra 60 horse more is pretty, it's going to be pretty hairy. So, should be a fun car for him. He's got to put the interior in it, the customer. Other than that, it's done, and the Fox body's done. So I got to put the center console back together because whoever put the shifter in it never tightened any of the bolts, and the shifter fell apart on the dyno. So I had to pull the center console apart so I could get to that. But that's fixed. So yeah, that's eventful day. It's freaking late in the day now after shooting the shit with Mike for hours and dealing with the few headaches, small little headaches we had. Successful day. So I'm on my way to the customer with the 67's house to drop that car off now, and then I am heading home to, actually I gotta head to the shop and grab some food, or drop the trailer off and then head home to get some food. So it's gonna end it on that, and we'll see you on the next one.